the Bezels of Wisdom, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed, friends, to this exploration of one of the most profound and challenging texts in the Sufi tradition, the Bezels of Wisdom, or Fusus al-Hikam, by the Sheikh al-Akbar, the greatest master. Muhyiddin ibn ʿArabi. This is not a journey for the faint of heart, but for those who seek to understand the deepest realities of existence through the lens of divine revelation. The Fusus is not a book one simply reads. It is a book one experiences, a spiritual landscape one must navigate with care, guidance, and an open heart. Our journey today is to unpack the core structure and message of this masterpiece, written in Damascus in the year 1229. Ibn Arabi tells us it was delivered to him in a vision by the Prophet Muhammad himself, who instructed him to go out with it to the people, so that they may benefit from it. The book is structured around 27 chapters, each dedicated to a specific prophet, from Adam to Muhammad. Each prophet represents a particular bezel or setting for a unique facet of divine wisdom. Think of a priceless gem. Each cut, each angle reveals a different glimmer, a different color of the light passing through it. Similarly, each prophet, in his unique spiritual station and divine relationship, manifests a particular name or aspect of God. So, the book is not a historical account of the prophets. Instead, Ibn Arabi uses the Quranic stories of these prophets as symbolic keys to unlock metaphysical truths. The wisdom of Adam is the divine wisdom. The wisdom of Seth is the spiritual wisdom. The wisdom of Noah is the transcendental wisdom, and so on. Each chapter, or fas, is a world unto itself, a deep dive into the nature of the relationship between the one and the many, the divine and the human. Let's clarify the title. Fusus is the plural of fas, which means a bezel, the part of a ring that holds the gemstone. Hikam is the plural of hikmah, meaning wisdom. So, the bezels of wisdom, the wisdom is the gem, and the prophetic consciousness is the bezel that holds and displays it. The central theme running through the entire work is what is often called Wahdat al-Wujud, the oneness of al-Wujud. This is not pantheism, the idea that everything asterisk is asterisk God. Rather, it's the more subtle and profound understanding that there is no true existence, no real being, other than the one reality, which is God. Everything we see, everything we are, is a manifestation, a self-disclosure, or an asterisk, tajalli asterisk, of that one reality. Ibn Arabi explains this through the beautiful metaphor of a mirror. The universe is like a vast polished mirror, and God is the one who looks into it. What does he see? He sees his own reflection, his own divine names and attributes, manifested as the forms of creation. We, as human beings, are the most polished of these mirrors. The perfect human, the asterisk, al-Insan, al-Kamil, asterisk, is the one whose heart is so pure that it perfectly reflects the divine reality without distortion. This is the station of the prophets and the greatest saints. This brings us to a key concept, the divine names, the asterisk Azma, al-Husna asterisk. For Ibn Arabi, these are not just labels. They are the eternal realities, the archetypes, in the divine knowledge that seek to express themselves. The merciful, the just, the creator, the forgiver. Each name is an active force that brings forth a corresponding reality in the cosmos. Creation itself is the result of a divine love or yearning for these names to be known. As the famous Hadith Qudsi states, "I was a hidden treasure and I loved to be known. So I created the creation that I might be known." Our existence, then, is the stage upon which these divine names play out their reality. The tension between mercy and wrath, guidance and misguidance, life and death, all reflect the interplay of different divine names. Your individual existence is a unique combination of these divine realities. You are a unique locus of manifestation, a word spoken by God that is never repeated. To know yourself in the deepest sense is to know the specific divine names that are dominant in your own being. He who knows himself knows his Lord. Another critical concept is imagination, or asterisk, Khal, asterisk. For Ibn Arabi, imagination is not mere fantasy. It is a powerful faculty, an intermediate realm or barzakh between the purely spiritual and the purely physical. It is the world of visionary experience, of dreams, and it is the very fabric of the cosmos. The entire universe is, in a sense, God's imagination. This is a challenging idea, but it helps us understand how the one can appear as the many without losing its oneness. Just as the many forms in your dream are all manifestations of your own consciousness, the forms of the universe are all manifestations of the one divine consciousness. This perspective radically transforms our understanding of good and evil, obedience and sin. From the ultimate perspective of oneness, everything that happens is a manifestation of the divine will. However, from our perspective as created beings with moral responsibility, there is a divine command. We are judged according to the command, not according to the will. Ibn Arabi navigates this paradox with incredible subtlety. He affirms both divine omnipotence and human responsibility. Our freedom lies in aligning our will with the divine command, in choosing to polish our hearts to become better mirrors of the divine names of beauty and mercy. Let's touch upon the chapter on Jesus, which holds the wisdom of prophecy in the word of Jesus. Here Ibn Arabi discusses the Spirit's creative power, exemplified by the breathing of the Spirit into Mary, resulting in Jesus' existence without a physical father. This highlights a universal principle, the power of the spiritual breath to bring things into existence. It's a profound metaphor for how the divine command be. The asterisk operates throughout creation. Jesus, in this framework, embodies the life-giving power of the divine spirit. Then consider the final chapter, the bezel of the wisdom of singularity in the word of Muhammad. This is the culmination of the entire work. The Muhammadan reality, for Ibn Arabi, is not just about the historical prophet. It is the reality of the perfect human, the archetype that contains all the wisdom of the preceding prophets. It is the most complete and comprehensive mirror of the divine. The Muhammadan station is one of unique servitude, ubudiyya, and it is through this perfect servitude that the most complete knowledge of God is attained. It brings all the disparate wisdoms into a unified whole, just as the color white contains all the colors of the spectrum. So how do we approach this text practically? First, with humility. We are reading the words of a master whose spiritual insight is oceanic. Second, with patience. The Fusus reveals its secrets slowly, over years of study, reflection, and spiritual practice. It is not a book to be conquered intellectually, but a presence to be sat with. Third, with a guide. Traditionally, texts like the Fusus are studied with a qualified teacher who can unpack its dense symbolism and protect the student from misunderstanding. Misinterpreting these ideas can lead to serious spiritual and theological errors. The ultimate purpose of the Fusus al-Hikam is transformative. It is not an exercise in abstract philosophy. It is a spiritual roadmap designed to awaken the reader to the ultimate reality of their own being and their relationship with their Lord. It aims to dissolve the illusion of separation between the servant and the Lord, leading to the direct, experiential knowledge or mifa, that is the goal of the Sufi path. It is a call to polish the mirror of the heart, so that the light of the one reality can shine through, unhindered. We're going to remember this brief introduction. Remember that the Fusus is an ocean. We have only dipped our toes in the water. Each chapter, each sentence, even each word, is packed with layers of meaning that can be contemplated for a lifetime. It is a testament to the depth and breadth of the Islamic spiritual tradition and a precious gift from one of its greatest masters. The journey through the Bezels of Wisdom is the journey into the heart of reality itself, a journey to discover that the seeker, the seeking, and the sought are in the end one. Thank you for joining me on this preliminary exploration. I encourage you to continue your study with sincerity and dedication. May our hearts be open to the wisdom contained within these blessed pages. Thank you for watching.